Dang, some color. And yeah, bright lights. I got here before I got out of bed. Yeah, Becky don't feel good. I don't sleep well. Long day yesterday. I should have slept great. Well, I hadn't even been down here to feed. Although, even though they were on newer pasture, if not all of them, most of them are up. A bunch of them came up to get some hay last night. I watched them in the cameras. I figured they would. And for this morning, I gotta walk the plank with an extra bucket. Doesn't that sound like fun? I can't feed the dogs yet because the pups are still outside, because why they didn't get fed before they got kicked out. I didn't do it. Oh, I hope there's still some panels up down there, because I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear it. Snap, snap, snap. Means somebody got to horsing around, tore a wire down, or they tore the panels down. Check it out when I'm done feeding. Not like I can see much of it now, because that's how bright it is out there. Oh, yeah, I can see the pole in the camera, though. Been a while since that calf feeder, this time of year, has been full from end to end. Boomer's right there. 111J's next to her. I'm not sure. No, wait a minute. Nope. Yep, yeah, that's 111J. She came back over here. Is what it is, and I think that's it. Ty calls her Missy, that's next to her, that one of the new ones that Mom bought. But what I popped up here to show you, a little, oh, now we're gonna go dimmer. If you're wondering, odds are those aren't mushrooms growing in the manure. Kind of looks like a little mouth foam from here, like you would see when someone nurses, or when they're grinding their teeth from a little pain. It happens. I mean, it could be either or. Maybe a cow cleaning herself, I don't know. But I'm kind of going to bet whoever was there was in a little bit of pain, because that's what they'll do. Oh, she come up late. She just walked in, actually. Well, we got another scraggler. Scraggler with a little frost on her back by the looks of it. I'm trying to pick the right spot to get through there. You stepped wrong, didn't you, sweetheart? Did you find a rock? Huh? Hopefully she found a rock and she left it where it was at, and it just hurts. So, yeah, I gotta finish feeding. That is now empty, so we wanted to get to that yesterday too, or at least I wanted to get that done yesterday, and that didn't happen. There's some good color. Kind of cool with the fog hanging at the top of the trees too. Before the fog come up, there was some good color, but I wasn't in a position to get it. It was clear across the sky. So, go find me some breakfast, pick on the grandkids, and figure the day out after I get warmed up. It's only a little chilly out, like 36 degrees. Got you on camera this morning, buddy. He was talking up a storm, and then, of course... Oh. Yeah? Are you sure? Well, tell everybody all about it. Tell everybody all about how you've been sitting here with Grandpa. And he dropped his Becky behind the cover beside the couch. He picked it up and then he started talking. And he loves watching the cameras. Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. I can't see chance without getting my hand in there. Hey. Yeah, but instead of kicking the camera, can you wave? Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. No? Okay. Well, I found the issue back here. Somebody probably swished their tail and bumped that wire. And I just tied that handle to the gate. It was up and the wire was laying on the gate. The weird thing is, it was snapping. I think it was snapping over here. What I could see in the dark is what it is. And since there's nothing from there, clear to that railroad tie, I threw a piece of twine there to hold it up. Because it's sagging a bit. It's away from the panels enough. One of these years we'll do something back here. This whole thing from the gate the other side of that grape feeder all the way through here was, we got made metal posts. The last one's right there. That's all we had. And the whole thing was supposed to be solid panel. Instead, we're still the rope wire the other side of this feeder down to the other end. And we found a use for the old round pin. I mean, it's here. We can open it, so we got a gate. But anyway, I got that done. Gonna go dump a bag. Ty is screwing around with paperwork. She's figuring calving dates. Sorry, I'm scraping some manure off my feet while I can. And going from there. And Becky's moving more stuff into the office. I think she needs to go through some stuff and put it places first. Because the new office is almost looking like the old one was, and it was packed so full of crap you couldn't hardly open the door. And she wants me to get the gooseneck trailer hooked up, taken up to the garage so the stuff in there can get unloaded, because it sure isn't doing it any good with the damp weather sitting out there in a trailer. So back barn's opened up so I can get to the not quite half empty bin. That bin over there is empty, so shuffle some things here and take a bag out. I set that there the other day after moving those desks simply because I don't want to take it apart yet, because we can still use it to get some things moved. But I'll have to move that to get that bag and go from there. Well, I had things set up to start dumping. I got to leave the room to get turned around. I didn't have everything. I had the bag where I needed it, and I was just getting ready to set that down, and he pulled in, so I got to go get the other bin yet. Let Blakely get her garbage man time, and let the garbage man get her Blakely, his Blakely time. However I got to say that. And the pups think he's interesting. Little helper today. second bag in the bin. Wind's picking up, blowing stuff around. Full bin. Full bin. 2 in the back burner full. No more bags.
Fuck the guy that tied that goddamn bag.
She's a happy camper. The first one we put in a bin in the upright. This is it. Somebody was being a really jackass. This right here where it's tied, yeah, that was inside the bag. That should be hanging down. You get this rope loose and there's a flap, and you pull the flap out of the way and you reach right and you untie that. She couldn't figure out why. Yeah, because this was inside.
The edges that looked like it was sewn.
And she thought it was sewn shut because, yeah.
That was it coming.
Anyway, that's done now.
Okay.
She didn't think we'd get 2 bags in on top of what was in that bin, and it's a 4-ton bin. We can dump 4 bags in there if it's empty. And Blakely was out here for all but the last bag. So she had fun. I tried to get her on video, which was where I couldn't see her. So I had her back where she was staying, a safe distance. So, grab some lunch and figure the rest of the day out. And I don't know what it's going to do. It's not supposed to rain till Friday. And somebody's got must be a big slash burn going. There's a bunch of smoke that way too. Before it clouded over, we could see it easier. Gee, can you hear it? Can you hear it? New motor, new belt, new bearings on the fan, and it still has to make noise. I don't get it. This is what I wanted to show you. Those were part of the shelves in the basement. That was on the concrete wall beside where Ty's desk is. Three out of the 4 are, like brand new, other than they're weathered. Not really weathered, but I have no idea where they were originally. In 1977, they got put in the basement. They're a full 12-inch wide. They're right at 15 feet long. I pulled all the nails out of them when Brother Ed was here, and him and Ty took them out. God, that thing gets annoying. That one, God knows what's actually spilled on it. The other side of it doesn't look the greatest. It's got a little rot. But I need something to build shelves in the hallway. And sometime pretty soon there should be a Scamazon planer that shows up in some point. Picked pretty much the cheapest one I could find, and it uses DeWalt blades. So I figured that way be a really good chance to actually be able to replace the blades on it. These are going to get planed because they're rough cut now. And then I got to figure out making Becky's closet and the shelves in the hallway. And I don't remember how wide that is. I think it's over 3 feet. So there's a lot of shelves here. And they'll be a full foot deep. I don't know that we're going to bother trying to. I may take a sander to the edge, but that's about it. But playing probably both sides. And I think I'll figure how long they need to be first. It's going to be a whole lot easier handling a bunch of short pieces than handling 15 footers to run them through the planer. It's going to take a few trips. Try to get rid of the crown they've all got. Of course, they've been sitting outside for 3 or 4 weeks now. In here, they should straighten back out if they're going to. Otherwise, we'll plane them till they're flat on the one side, flip them over, and plane them till it's flat on that side. And that rotten one, if I can get long enough chunks to use, so be it. If not, well, it disappears. If you noticed, I used my extended pallet just to give them a little more support so they aren't sitting there leaning over the pallet as they dry. And they'll dry on there anyway. That's the rough side up on the OSB that's underneath it. So, or OBS, whatever the hell it is. The fake plywood, chipboard. So it's letting some airflow through. Just gotta remember not to trip on them when I come in the shop. And instead of getting the trailer hooked up, apparently now Becky wants me to help her go through a bunch of shit in the house. So I don't know when she's planning on loading that trailer. Probably Friday when it's a monsoon. I have no idea. And all it's doing is cloudy and windy today. Hasn't rained yet, but sure looks like it should be, even though they say 0%. Look at that. She's using her fancy on-the-wall monitor. I told her I'm seriously thinking about moving it up. Use the bottom mounting hole as nothing, and just moving it up that far. It'll still come down more than low enough for her.
I can put it up higher one way or the other.
And then
It moves her out.
I think for the rustic look, I'll just take a galvanized.
Because I didn't tell anybody I went back to college.
Oh yeah, she's still doing stuff again.
I have.
I'm just gonna put a metal plug-in box below that will cover the lag hole that's in there, and run conduit over and up, and then get to that plug-in for her.
I have 9 classes to finish for my degree.
So that's her plan.
And I'll get a certificate on top of my degree. So.
In the meanwhile, she's got to watch. She says it's a he. It's questionable from here. I don't know. And I don't know if that was supposed to be hers or Ty's, but the cord is long enough as long as I don't trip on it. And Ty wanted those taken out. I gotta cut panels. There's some paneling in the garage. They were steel rods, so hey, I got some steel rod in the shop to use for something. Cut them off, put the piece back in. That's all done. And I don't know what we can do to make that go smoother. That was in the bottom one, and Ty says, I'll use it as a pattern, it fits perfect. Yeah. It still had the back in it at about here, not back here. And one of them is metal. And it was this knob. Only has about that much thread on it, and the others are all like that. That's the drawer that it actually fit into and would screw more than a half a turn into the threads that are in there. So, that's what I got done on that. I'm going to take a shower and put a video up while she does her homework. So, hey, hope your hump day was good. Hope everybody has a good Thursday. Still hasn't rained today, but man, it sure felt like it was going to a few times. Oh yeah, still a pit, especially with those 3 things still in here, but until we make a spot outside where they can get locked up at night, and then I don't want to have to go out every night and lock them up. They get in trouble. They go out there, and the neighbors, they don't belong out there, they belong here. So I just got them back from there a little bit ago. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Let's see what tomorrow brings.